Hello everybody, this is C Cat or Crystal Cat 73 depending on what I go on for my socials. And today I'm going to be working on a very special project. I'm going to be making like a unicorn for one of my co-workers' daughters, because their daughter has been requesting one and they're going to give it to her for her birthday. And they asked me to make it for them, and then they're going to also pay me. So first, the thing that we do is, like, I don't know if you've noticed, I've already like sandpapered this out and like put sandpaper, like where you use like sandpaper and you like do this side out, otherwise the other side is smooth. And it usually starts off as like a plastic lid like this, and I'm gonna like draw it out, and then I'm gonna color it, like, and I picked like, you know, kind of girly colors because she likes rainbows and colors. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna be doing a different project on top of that, where I'm going to be coloring this cat here, if you don't know if you can see it, and like doing like in a rainbow colors with markers. But first we're going to do this, and then I'm going to bake it in the oven and show you the end results of what it looks like. But I've said before, I cannot physically take this over to the oven and like stand there and have it, you know, where you can watch the process, because it's like I can't hold the thing and like make sure that I don't drop the item, you know. So, but let's see, first we're going to do like the outline, and I'm planning to do the hair in different colors, and that it might not be perfect, but the marker will probably, that I use on the end result, will probably like fix any of that. I'm going to try to get as many details as I can in there. Like I said, it might not be perfect, but I don't think she'll really care that much. She just really wanted one, because like I said, I gave him one, you know, as just a thank you, because he would collect the plastic lids for me at work and like save them for me. So I've just made one for him as like a thank you, you know, for doing that and stuff. So that's what I did. I might not put the little cheeks in there. And the music that's playing in the background is called like Ultimate 70s. I don't know if it's whatever. It's just like the reason I play CDs is that way I don't have to worry about being interrupted by commercials on YouTube or whatever. And that, because I'm not subscribed like that to YouTube. So 70s seems like, oops, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Erase that. You know, and I didn't really want to, like, you know, what do you call it, like, have it where it's interrupted by commercials and ruin it for you guys, you know, and ruin it for me, you know. Let's see. That doesn't look too bad. I think that looks pretty decent. So I think I'll start with the hair. I got a bunch of the colors I already picked out here. In here, so it's like, that's what I'm gonna go with. Let's see, so this one I'm gonna do the top hair in like this kind of hot pink, because I think she's kind of a pink girl, which is nothing wrong, you know. I'm not really a pink girl, I'm more of like a blue girl, or like a kind of like aquamarine girl, but everybody likes their own thing, you know. And I did go on a trip this weekend, and it's like, so Daisy's been a little clingy, so she might make an appearance, I don't know, but it's like, you know, it's like I leave for a few days, like 2 days, and it's like, it's almost like I've been gone for like, you know, 3 weeks, you know. She gets really kind of clingy. And then let's see, the next color I think I'll go with, you know what, I'll do like, I was planning to do the unicorn horn in like gold and silver, because it's like the crayons that I have are gold and silver. And the color that I just finished with, let's see, it's like from Crayola, and it just said pink. It looks more like a hot pink to me, but you know, whatever. Pink is up for interpretation though. So let's see, and where's my little test paper? This is my little test pad, so I'll probably start with the silver. Let's see how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll start with the gold, silver, because I think I like that a little bit better. And the gold. Let's see a little spot missing up there. I don't really even know what any of the music is on this 70s CD. I bought it at a rummage sale. Like, oh, 70s. That's cool. I'll get that. I like 70s music. I was born in the 70s, so. And we'll bottom it off with gold. There we go. Get up in there. There we go. See. Try to fill in as many spots as I can because I want this to look nice for her. So, and I will be filming it, like putting this video out after like she like you know, gets her like what do you call it, little like birthday gift or whatever, which is probably not till like a little bit later down, but you know. Okay. And then the next color I'm gonna go with. And this color is called, let's see, silver. Just says sterling silver. This color, and then the other one is probably like, I don't even know what that word is. Let's see, metallic gold. So sometimes I think that you just call the color what it is. Like if it's blue, it's blue. If it's pink, just call it that. But there's so many different types of colors that we don't ever really know, you know, and stuff. So. And then it's like I'll do like start off with red up here. And this is Prismacolor, and it's, or no, this is Faber-Castell. This is Faber-Castell, and I think it's just red. I'm not even sure. It's like I got it from like where you just select them individually, and I don't think it really has a name. You know, it's like 126 red, whatever that means. You know, sometimes they'll give them names and sometimes they won't. But this one I think is just red. And then we'll go with orange. And again, I think this is just, let's see if I have a pencil sharpener here. Nope. So we'll just try and wing it. Because she said she liked rainbows, so we're going to go with rainbows. I probably should have just gone with like pink and like purple or whatever, but there we go, orange, and then we'll go with yellow. Probably should have sharpened these before I like started with them, but you know, it's whatever, too late now, so I don't really want to go and sharpen it in the sharpener because the sharpener is kind of, you know, loud. And then, let's see, we'll go with the green. And again, Faber-Castell, there isn't no color, like specific color. This is just yellow 107. And this was just orange 115. So, and this is like a Prismacolor pencil. And Prismacolor is my favorite brand. I think I don't even remember where I bought this. I think I just was like needed green and I bought it at like the Amazon sale, and I bought it at like Michael's or whatever, and this is called Forest Green. I'm a Prismacolor, and that's more my favorite brand. I do have like, you know, on my like it's not required, but I do on my we call it my links on my like YouTube channel, like to my wish list, and Fiber, like, you know, Prismacolor is one of them that like I would like to try. And there's a bunch of other different types of brands of colors like that I would like to try. I would like to try like the beeswax crayons, just because it's like you know, I think it would be interesting to try them. Let's see, make sure that, let's see, I've got the right one. Okay. Let's see. You know, I would like to try, just to try, like, the, let's see, make sure that's, yeah, that's, making sure that's blue. And this is just whatever blue color 143. It said no specific name. I prefer to have them sometimes, like, you know, specific names, but sometimes I don't want them to be too specific, because sometimes they get really weird when they, like, give them, like, names and stuff, and I'm like, you know, but there are a lot of greens, there's a lot of blues, there's a lot of, like, you know, different ones. You know, when I was a kid, I figured out how to kind of, like, you know, kind of do it myself, where it's like, you know, I would knew how to do the shading and stuff like that. And stuff, let's see, it's purple. And I might do a coloring project too down the road, you know, depending on how I feel. And the final color that I'm going to use for the hair, oh, let's see, feel that like in right there. It's going to annoy me if it's not just right. Is like this crazy art, and it's called Luscious Lavender, and I'm going to do that in like a purple. Well, that doesn't look too bad. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to finish it off with a marker, but let's see. Black. No, I'm just going to use this pencil and color that in. Don't think it's really going to make that much of a difference anyway. And let's see. Then I'm going to do like a white. And let's see how this looks on the paper. Make sure they can see. So that's going to be the hardest part, just because it's like, I don't know how to explain it, because it's like the paper that I'm working with is white, and the you know, color I'm using is white, so it's not going to be as easy for me to see what I'm doing. I thought of doing like a different color. I was like, no, it's like I'm just going to do white. It'll just be like look a lot better and like be a lot easier. So you get some more orange up there, kind of annoying me. And then chaos over here. So let's see, red. Where'd my red go? There it is. There's the red. You know, I can kind of see what I'm doing. I might have to go get like a darker sheet of paper. I'll be right back. I think I'm gonna go get like a different color paper, just so I have something to work with. You can listen to the music. I get a blue. That way I can see what I'm doing and see how good it looks. I want it to look nice for her. I hope she likes it, you know. Yeah, we can see what we're doing a little bit better here. And then, see, this is like, it's called Crazy White from the, like, White Craze. That's the name of this color. And it's from the Crazy Art collection. It's a little bit different from Crayola. They're not as good as quality as Crayola, I mean, but they're about the same, if that makes any sense. Like I said, my favorite brands, it's like the Prismacolor and the Faber-Castell. But, you know, let's see. Here's a pencil sharpener. I found my pencil sharpener, everybody. Let's see. There we go. So that looks good to me. And then we'll get out, let's see if I have my marker somewhere here. Do I have my marker? No, of course I don't have my marker with me. Right back, I'm gonna go get my marker. So it's like, oh, maybe I have it in here. Let's see, let's go. Sometimes I have it in my little, like, yep, I have a marker in here. So good. This will work just fine. Then we do is, like, I do a little outline. Like, so I usually don't try to use the markers too much. Just because it's like, they do bleed sometimes. Maybe when I get down the road more, it's like, I'll do it, but, you know, more. But right now I'm not at that point where I feel like I can like successfully use them. And plus markers are a lot more messy and they dry out more. You know, and that's my other kind of like beef with them, you know. Because you spend all this money on the marker, and if you don't get the lid on just right, then it's like your your markers are pretty much done for. It's looking pretty good, I think. There. A little more pink up here. Let's see. And I have the oven warming up right now. Usually it's like I do it at 350, like 400 for maybe a few minutes. And I might have to go and kind of keep an eye on it or whatever. You know. Because I have one of those weird ovens where it's like, you know, it'll say like cook it at this temperature and you have to cook it at a completely different temperature because you know, it doesn't like cook at that temperature. That's looking pretty good. What do you think, guys think? That looks good to me. The next thing I have to do is like cut it out and then I do the hole punch. And I do have like a little keychain for her. I don't know, let's see if I have it in here or not. Let me look. I don't know where it's at right now, so I might have to set that up later and stuff. Oh, there it is. Here, I found it. Like I said, you don't do that until after you cook it. Whatever. So let's see, look. See if we can cut this out just right. Cut it out. Not quite doing what I wanted to, but I don't know if they have scissors where you can do like kind of like a curve cut or whatever. I'll have to look it up and see. And gonna leave a whole lot of space up here to like do like the like for the hole punch in that, because you want to leave a lot of space when you do the hole punch. And that, so let's see. Sorry, I didn't have it in the camera view. Kind of hard to work with scissors. It's like when it's like you're trying to work with the camera. I don't want that sharp edge there, so we'll smooth that out. Try not to have too many pointy edges, you know. So let's see. And usually it's like I use kind of like a, you know, I have like a little pan, like a little teeny tiny peachy pan that I use. But, you know, I really would like, again, on my wish list, to use like a different pan. And I put like a little bit of, what do you call it, what's it called when you do it? I'm trying to think what it's called. Like wax paper down on it. Because sometimes the colors do bleed when you cook with them. Let's see. That looks good to me, everybody. What do you think? So I'll do this and then I'll be right back and I'll go like put it on the cookie sheet or whatever and like kind of, I know what, I'm going to cut that side down a little bit down there so it's not so much of it. You want enough plastic that there's enough a border, but you don't want too much plastic that there's like, you know, they call it like, kind of like, you know, taking up a lot of, you know, space. So let's see, we'll do this, pull the punch. I'll do a couple. Okay, one more. That looks good enough to me, and there's enough space between there because you always want to make sure, like when you do it, there's a lot of, like at least a good amount of space between there. So I'm gonna go put this in the oven for a few minutes. Then we'll start our next project right here. Well, it's like, and then I might have to go back and like take it out to cool, but we're gonna do a little project where we're gonna do this one like little rainbow colors with marker, and we'll see how that works out. Oh, forgot one little thing to do on here. I forgot the nose. Like I said, once it's like, because the thing is, once these projects are like cooked, it's like they don't ever, it's like there's no coming back. It's like, you know, and stuff. There. We'll be right back. I'm gonna go stick that in the oven. Back. About 5 minutes. It's like it should be done, hopefully. Clean this up and put these over here. Or put them in here. These don't need to go in there because those are going in a different package. Clean up a little bit. White can go over there. Gold can go there. A little drawing pencil. And, you know, I will work on this project while it's like, you know, it's waiting for it to cool. You know, because they do get hot because you're putting them in the oven. So it's kind of smart to, like, you know, whatever, you know, make sure that you're like, you know, whatever, like, where did I put that stupid keychain at? There it is. Set that right there so I can remember it. I'm going to put these off to the side because we don't really need these anymore. My area's a little bit messy, but you know, what are you going to do? So, let's see. First we're going to start off with, on here is like red on the top, like I'm doing it in Pride colors. I don't know if I really like this red. But like I said, I bought this at like a Walmart. They were having like a fundraiser. And they're like, would you like to buy a kitty? And I was going to get a different one. And it's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll buy some kitties, like little stuffed kitties for like St. Jude. And it, just to kind of like, you know, for charity and whatever. And plus I like cats, obviously, you know. So, otherwise my name wouldn't be Sea Cat. Not looking like what I wanted to, but you know, it's just for my personal use. It's just something I wanted to do. I might go over with another red marker that I have in here. I tried to find ones that weren't washable and like super expensive. And that might have been my mistake. Right back, I'm gonna go check up on a little project. Make sure that it's not curling. It did curl a little bit, but it's like, you know, I can probably fix that and stuff. But it's like you kind of have to get it like when it's still hot, you know, because once it's curled, if it cools, it's like it's done for. Funny that the cheaper marker that I got is better than that other marker when it comes to like the red vibrancy on here. Because this is just rainbow. That's what it just says. It's not a specific name. It's brand. I think I got it at the dollar store. I'm not sure. They do actually have like nice little projects and things at the dollar store. I mean, they're not like, you know, they're not super high end. You know, I mean, it's a dollar store. But if you're looking to like to have about a craft day for the kids or whatever, you know, go in there and look. You know, and it's like they do have like little projects and stuff. I might put down a piece of paper because I'm getting marker on stuff. I don't want to do that, so there. Okay, well my thing is beeping, so I'll be right back. Well, it's done. It's still a little bit warm, but it's like I think it turned out pretty well, and I really hope she likes it, you know. And it did curl a little bit, and I had to get that done really fast or whatever to make sure it didn't curl, and I did at the top kind of break off the top a little bit, but it's not enough to like not affect the actual project, but it turned out pretty well. I think it did. And it's like I'm gonna let that cool over here, and then I'm gonna like finish this project, and then I'm gonna put on the what do you call it, the little keychain. I'll be right back. I have to get something for that too. Sorry for getting up and down so much. Let's see. Little cat. Like I said, I'm waiting for that to cool. I got red all over my fingers. Awesome. Let's see, and then the next color we've got is orange. Let's see, there's got two different oranges here, so let's see which one do I like better. Ugh, not that one at all. Let's see, little test paper. Ugh. I might put that underneath or top or something, but oh no, I don't want much of both, so screw that. I'll just use this orange. Oh, it doesn't look too bad on here. One thing I hate is the smell of markers. Like, some people will like it, but I hate the smell of markers. And I can tell these are like kind of like the ones that have that smell in them or whatever. And I might just finish this off camera too. And then post a picture on Instagram, which is also in my like listed on my like what do you call it, like links for my mains on like whatever you call it, like on my for my YouTube and that. And then the next color we want to do is yellow. Let's see how cool is that? Not quite cool enough yet. But yeah, like I said, this is the final result. I might do the other side with like resin. And the only problem is I've been trying to find like a good thing to do with like this, is like how to make this side like more like with a sealant. But like I need to figure out the right compound or like item to do that with, and I don't know what that is. So there we go. Thing I don't mind about like coloring on this is just because it's like I really didn't spend a lot on it. It was like $5. I mean, I guess that is a lot, but it went to a good cause. And it's like they used to have like, I don't know if you guys remember Beanie Babies. They did have like a Color Me Beanie Baby one time. Mine's still kind of in the packaging. Whatever, I never took it out, I just left it in there. And I always wanted to color it, but like I said, it's like I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to take it out of the packaging. It came with crayons and everything, which like are markers, I guess you'd say. The thing is, I'm pretty sure those markers aren't even working anymore, because it's at least like 15 years old, maybe more, for like that Color Me cat. It was like a cat, and like other animals, I think, cats and like some other animals. I'm not really sure, I'd have to look back on like the old like sites and look or whatever. But I never colored on it. Some people probably did, but I figure if you're gonna spend like I think it was probably like at least like 10 bucks or whatever, because it was like a special one, a lot more than like the regular beanies, because they used to be like $6 back then, and I'm sure that one was like a lot more than like $6 if I remember right. And it's like sets it off and you let that dry, go up there and dry. And let's see, we're gonna start. Where did I put the stupid keychain? Oh, the stickers. Yeah, the keychain's in here. So I'm gonna put like, and this is one of my things on my wish list too, is like to have better tools to work with than like what I have like right now. Because it's like right now I have like scissors and like these old rusty kind, like semi-rusty kind of like whatever they are. And I'm gonna put it in there. And then like I said, I might cover it with resin later. But it's like just kind of like, I just kind of want to make sure like it looks okay and everything. Let's see, and close it. Make sure it's got a good close on it and a good grip along the side. And this is the finished product right here. I don't know if you can see it. I hope she likes it and stuff, but I think I'm gonna like finish the rest of this cat on like on the side, just because it's like you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like I'm having to let it dry. I'm already kind of running over more time than I wanted to. But I hope you guys enjoyed like my little project, and I will update you on whether she likes it or not. But it looks good to me, and I will also post pictures on Instagram of this. Whatever. And her name is Charlotte. So when you get this, happy birthday, Charlotte. I'm gonna film this after her birthday. But I'll see you guys later.